Alright, hey guys, it's Fitz back here for another game. Oh, see. It's gonna be Fitz back here for another game here. So, alright, anyway, let's get into this game right here. So, spawning here on the top left, it will be Reps Russian Fun Pro Gaming Teams, Division A Teams Largo here, as the teal Terran here, and his opponent will be the white Zerg, LRM's Pike here, and Pike, man, he needs to make something happen for LRM, or they're going to be eliminated, or they're just going to lose the final just straight up here. He may not know it, but this game solely depends on this series right now. You know, Reps is up 2-0 against our LRM, and it's the best of 5, remember, or if you have to win 3 in order to, you know, to advance or to claim the championship. So it really does, you know, it does come down to this. And the first map is going to be Monte Cristo on this Terran versus Zerg, so this is going to be pretty awesome stuff. Now, for people that are not familiar with Monte Cristo, let me just highlight some of the features of this map here. It is, your main and natural are on the same level, same ramp level. If you go a little south, you do have eggs that will provide a little bit of an easier tight wall off, so it's not as big of a ramp. Going down a little bit further, you do have a ramp that goes down here into the central area where a lot of engagements tend to happen outside the natural. If you get into a little later game, sometimes players will take this third. It's very open, so sometimes players decide to take, you know, this one. I've seen once. I've even seen Duwalt take this base up here. Didn't really work out for him as he didn't defend it well, but you can take it. This is an island, but it is siegeable as well. To have you know, but it looks like Terran will be wanting to do some 2 base timings right here, so that's gonna be fantastic. And yep, pretty much what it is. And also one other feature of this map that I like to note here, and it does appear that these are stacked. These are stacked, so you cannot kill them well. If you do rally units across the map, like from if you just, you know, you move 6 links over, they'll actually stop around this general area. And I don't know if it's like that was done on purpose or something or other, but they do just stop around these Zelnaga temples right here. So sitting out there, and oh whoa, this is like StarCraft 2 Korean style right here. He's actually gonna make a tight wall off here to stop any kind of scouting, well, drone scouting. But I feel like, on a map like this, it's less common. But I believe, did he even scout? Did Largo even scout? No, he's just scouting, and thankfully he did wall off like this, but that is not tight, that is not link proof, FYI. A Marine can squeeze through, it's not link tight, so yeah, he's gonna react, he's gonna put down a couple more SCVs here to stop any kind of early links coming down here. I'm still in his player cam, so he must be anticipating this, so let's see if he actually gets this down. Okay, done. We have the anticipation music coming up right now, guys. Come on. Here we go. Really hold. It will be a quick game. That Marine's trying to survive for his life here, but it looks like this will be tight for the time being. Alright. We do have natural expansion coming down right now. So it looks like 3 hatch meatless will be the option of choice here. That natural hatchery has finished right now, and it looks like all the links. No. He just fathered 3 of them. I don't know what he's trying to do there. We do have a refinery coming up, which may indicate mech. And I'm not seeing an academy coming down, and I don't see an eBay. I think we're gonna see mech coming from Largo. And again, he did the same thing against Largo is gonna probably go a lot of Goliath. He did this in the semifinals, so we'll have to see if Largo's gonna do the same thing here. Largo is a very interesting Terran style here, and is that a factory? It sure looks like it. The portrait does not lie. So he's gonna probably throw down an armory if, like, right when that's finished here. He's gonna get Goliath range, then probably do that. I guess he's just like a mindset to go into this, like being like, you know, if he wins, he's gonna have a lot of Goliath, and then next game, if he does the exact same thing like he did last time, is that he's probably just gonna run into going more. He'll probably go more of a. He'll probably do like a +1 eBay timing second, or like do like a 1 barrack eBay +1 sim timing. But last week, our last or semifinals, he didn't actually do it. All right, so we do have only 1 sunken though, so he's not being fooled about any kind of like Spirit Christian timing coming up right now. Now let's look at the harvesters now. That's Econ, Largo, Pike. Alright, so we'll say this up. Alright, so we're up to 26 drones, we're at 30 SCV, so they're about, you know, even in that. And it appears that we just did have a machine shop going on to the well, it's actually odd. He's going to go speed vulture drops, which, hey, if it works, but the problem though is okay. All right, so is he like 1-1-1 style? Because he might go Valkyrie, but now he's getting Academy. He's going like everything. And we'll see what Largo's crazy shenanigans are going to end up being. Because this is funky because he's going funky builds. He's going speed. But if this is a dropship coming out, I understand that. You know, being a player on LRM, I mean, being on reps, I mean, and especially, and putting them in your lineup, I mean, he's in Division A team, but he knows what he's doing, so I don't know why he'd get Control Tower, because that either A means Valkyrie, yeah, he's gonna go Valkyrie. I was gonna say, if he's gonna go speed vulture drops, that would make sense, because it's gonna be Meatless out soon, at least. Yeah, they should be coming out right about now, yeah. Yeah, 6 of them, probably 9 of them are probably gonna be out right now, yeah. Alright, we'll see if these vultures are really gonna do too much. I just feel like they're gonna get sniped off way too quick, though, with the Meatless out. This is why you don't tend to go... I mean, mech is viable against Zerg. It's just not as common. Hey, it's interesting nonetheless, though. It's kind of like... It's actually kind of reminding me of, like, StarCraft 2-esque, like, an opening against them. Except you don't get starved for it. Dude, this is what I used to... Well, I've used to do a lot of funky things when I play. I tried to go Mass Valkyrie against 3-hash Meatless because I couldn't deal with Meatless. So I'm like, instead of going Goliath... Well, this was the time when I was still getting, like, really familiar with Brood War. And I was like, well, Valkyries are there for a purpose. And instead of going Goliath, I always just went Mass Valkyrie. Like, Valkyrie tank. The thought behind it was you'd stop Ling Hydra, and Valkyries were there to deal with Meatless, but it didn't really practice well because I didn't have any detection. I had no mobile detection, so... And so gas intensive as it stands. And I did this up at 1 base, by the way. I never had the second refinery, so... but man, I love Valkyries. I mean, they are probably... I mean, other than the Firebat, probably my favorite unit. That's probably tied with the Firebat. That's really huge though that Pike sniped off one of those Valkyries though, I have to admit though. And we do have a far off third base for Largo, for Pike rather. But that I think is actually just closer to Largo than it actually is to Pike. Which actually just doesn't make sense now. Like, I mean, someone did enlighten me by saying, oh, you take that far off third base because it's actually further away than what the third base of your regular base would be, so it's harder to pressure. But this is actually literally closer, I feel like. Yeah, it's actually closer because you actually have to end up going around this center base, this center location anyway. So, yeah, does he actually just know about this, or is he just blindly going after this? No. He just scanned. Okay. Alright, so this base is probably done for. I mean, I cannot see. And man, I love Largo, man. This guy is gone very creative builds. Oh, that is maybe not. He's not gonna take that. That's one. And again, you know, if you go back to one of my previous casts of you know, talking about lurkers being in more of a defensive thing in TV. You just saw one lurker to hold off an entire ramp. And do not mind my silly little headset ringing, because I actually end up needing to charge it. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just checking how much longer I have on my headset. Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds right now. I apologize for this. But listen to the epic music. I gotta get my headset in really quick. I thought I had a lot longer, but I only have about 10 minutes. So I probably should start charging it. But the music's epic, right? Oh, that's what I was going for. Should be charging now, I think. Let me just double check. Oh, that was not the right button. Yep, about 2 full hours before it's fully charged. Probably means I'm going to be casting till when it's fully charged. And let me just give me a little bit more leeway here. Again, guys, I apologize. This actually sounds like what the Zerg soundtrack does. Like, you remember like the whole, like how horror the in-game Zerg soundtrack is? And this actually is a lot reminding me of that. And this in Lavender Town from this remix set. It's actually really bizarre. Again, I apologize for that. But okay, so now let's look at all these tabs here, as they're moderately important. And let me just get back up here. Oh man. All right. I should be in a better wireless range now. Okay. Like I was talking about. Okay. 45 SCVs to 35 drones, so that tends to be a little bit more standard. He's cutting a lot of drones right now. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, but that's actually, let's break that down into numbers now. 41 lings, 4 Hydralists, 9 lurkers, and 6 mutalists. So it looks like those mutalists, it didn't appear to really do too much, actually. The Valkyries did fend them off, so that 3 extra mutalists really didn't do too much, but I guess it did stall for enough time to get those lurkers out and defend. Alright, but anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of lurkers. That is anti-bio everything, but we do have tanks. We do have science vessels. There's a lot of stuff happening on here, but oh my god, are you seeing this carnage? Oh, man. I was gonna say, Terran was looking very, very powerful, but the amount of lings and the amount of, like, splash damage those lurkers did, I think it's about even, because Terran really can't pressure with this right now. They really need a lot more bio to buffer the tanks, and we got Dropship Boy coming up eventually here, so that's nice to see. And I don't know when Terran's gonna want to take their third base, as we're about 12 minutes in the game right now, so I can't imagine. I mean, that has to come up soon. I have to think. And oh my god, why can't my mouse stay stationary when I'm bending 4 feet to get a water bottle? Splendid. Okay. Like day 9, I can understand now why he drinks water, because he makes a whole life profession out of talking to his computer screen. They actually need to substitute this music with the music that's in game. It's just so much more epic. But again, this is the finals. It needs to be epic. They need to have epic music for this. If you don't like this music, I mean, I'll understand your comment, but I mean, I'll respect it, but I'll never understand it. Because if you don't like this music, man, I don't know. I mean, I understand that there's hardcore Brood War fans out there. Not everyone, but I understand there's like hardcore Brood War fans out there that are like, yeah, we just like the Brood War music. I get that, but that can't be everyone, man. You gotta. I mean, even streams don't even play with that half the time. They just So why, if they're gonna play and listen to their own music, why just get rid of the Brood War music? You know, let's just have their own music. Alright, but anyway, I don't know really where Adrian were killed. I missed a drop somewhere. I missed a drop. Okay, but it doesn't really matter because we have something more important. We have Valkyries here. Valkyrie prepared. Okay. This Dark Swarm's really helping though. I didn't actually see that there was that many lurkers. You need to get another Dark Swarm off like now. Alright, that was a nice Dark Swarm right there. And this will push back the tank right here. He's gonna lose those tanks for sure. Alright, nice second Dark Swarm right there. But he did irradiate the Defiler, so this push really is not really gonna go much of anywhere anymore. Alright, so we do have a fourth base coming up for Pike right here. Alright, here we go. We have another drop inbound that has nothing in it. A lot of bio coming over here. Oh, he forced the cancel. Beautiful. These lurkers would never be in time here. Lurkers are going to be burrowing here. Ow, 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 ow. Like, that was like a line of like 6 bio. Or 6 Marines, rather, just dying. Wow, is he actually just going to... Wow, he's just going to bring the dropship off screen. Just be like, yo, you got to fend for yourself. I don't know what BMW wants. I'll have to get him in this cast. I'll have to get him in for the finals. Get on, Sky. Alright. Because this will actually allow me to co-cast. Alright, you have double upgrades coming up right now. Alright, that's nice to see. Alright, so he's 1-2. I mean, so that's really gonna help against Zerg, who has... He has +2 Carapace. Look at that hero fire bat, but he didn't kill anything. It's hard to say who's actually winning right now. It's 125 to 100 supply. So Zerg's definitely behind in supply, but that's, you know, by some like 10 of which are lurkers. So the armies are fairly even. That Valkyrie's gonna die, or not. Oh, that was a nice plague, though. I didn't see that, but that was a very, very nice plague right there. I've been getting so distracted lately. I'm sorry. Look at that. Nidus Canal. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be contending off these 4 bases for the time being here. It's really... Now, where does Zerg take a 5th base, though? That's the real question on this map, or anyone. You take it down here, but so, like, that's, like, the most vulnerable thing you can. Like, how do you wall this ramp off? How do you wall this area off, like, from the Zelnaga all the way up to, like, this tip on this ramp? It's, like, impossible. Well, I guess if you put, like, Supply Depot over Supply Depot, I feel like Supply Depot on Supply Depot is tight. I don't know what this music is, but it sounds cool. Alright, let's look at our unit tabs here. 33 drones to... Oopsie. I did not mean to press that. Alright, so Pike... Okay. Oh my god. So Largo has 47 SCBs, 47 Marines, 46 now, one just died. 9 medics, so he doesn't really have that many medics, but that's okay. And 6 vultures and 2 tanks and 9 science vessels. So very going SKS. You know, there isn't really that many tanks in this mix right here. These are the only 2 tanks that are ever created. 23 Lings, 12 Hydras, 15 Lurkers, and 1 Defiler. Those Hydras are going to serve no purpose in their army, though. They're just taking up supply. I mean, not crit. I mean, Hydra only 1 supply. But they're really not really serving much of a purpose. I have to assume that they're going to be more from the Lurkers. As Ling, Lurker, Meta are just tends to be the unit composition of Brood War for this matchup for Zerg. With the Defiler, of course. And then, of course, you get Ultras, which... I'm not just saying that because I just saw an Ultras Cavern. I'm saying that because it just came to mind. Because I saw an Ultras Cavern, but... Not because I had that prior knowledge. Do not worry, okay? Are these all repaired? I sure hope. No, they're not. Okay, the plagued ones are actually still plagued, or have 1 HP. Like that. Like 4 of them just dying instantaneously. 5, like 4 or 5 of them just dying instantaneously. That's why you repair, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why you don't do Hydra, because they just die. Dark Storm's gonna be really, really annoying to push through, but if he gets another Plague off, oh, that's a nice Irradiate right there. And he didn't even tear it. Oh. I have a feeling Largo is gonna take this game, but Spire. He got sniped off? Huh. Oh, we might see Guardian transition into Greater Spire. Largo's like, WTF. 164 supply to 115. There's probably something funny happened on screen. I just didn't see it. All right, Darkstorm's over the tanks right now. Not all the lurkers are covered, but that's a ton of lurkers, ladies and gentlemen. And we have ultras out, 3 of which are out. 17 lurkers. This is anti-bio everything, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of lurkers, but it's sometimes hard to get these lurkers in position because they take a while for them to go. Takes a while for them to burrow. Ow. Alright. Science Vessel is going to do their irradiate trick. And it's going to irradiate a ton of... Wow, how many kills does he have? Actually, there'd be another, it would be one of his bros over here. And they all have a lot of kills. And the only reason why I think Terran's going to be a bit more better position here is because Terran's up a 4 base and over a 4 base Zerg. Zergs tend to want to be up a lot more bases. But that's like a generic rule. And also, I mean, supply counts. Terran's really been trading well this entire game. I may not be like pointing it out, but I mean, when it comes down to it, this army is just, it's slow, it's kind of hard to maneuver, and with bio, you kind of just like end up going around that anyway. It's like, oh, well, there's a lurker, I lost 6 Marines, but I already have like 8 barracks back at home, so it doesn't really matter. But here we go, we're gonna see some money irradiates again. Can he stem back in time? Nice Plague! And it looks like this should be able to get cleaned up. Yeah, those Dark Storms are nearly perfect, and Terran's really doing nothing to really back out of that. There's way too many lurkers, and well, this engagement has completely just changed the game. That couldn't have gone any worse for Largo, in my opinion. You got a Plague off, we only got a couple bio left, and no, we've Ika Babo. I think he's been casting Ika Torch actually recently, which is cool. I just don't have the patience for it, quite honestly. Ika Torch are nearly impossible to do. Like, it's the most unorganized thing. I mean, I love that people run them, but the players are just like the most mindless people. Like, when it comes down to their tournaments. Oh man. 2v2 random. We do a lot of these random tournaments. We're doing it like midnight right now. But then again, I'm on a different time zone than most people, so. But anyway. We're at the game. So, I mean, Pike has gotten himself back in this game. And by no means, like, is this... The other thing though is like he's like a lot of Hydra in this mix, and he just doesn't have the gas income to really like deal with like he's made too many Hydras. And the thing is, he has stuff banked, which you don't want to have banked in this scenario. Did he just fire at his own Hydra? Oh, he probably stopped at radiate. Alright, here we go. Yeah, Pike is not... Oh... I was, like, happy for him. He made, like, such a baller engagement against Terran. That was a nice play, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing to shoot in the air, so it doesn't matter. Which, then again, it's probably the reason why it's probably why you got Hydra, but the problem is you don't need to commit that many Hydras. Now, I believe he's gonna be... Okay, so he's mining off of, like, 3 happily mined bases right here. But they're about halfway mined out for each of them. Terran's mining off of 3 himself, but about to be 2, as his main's mined out. And Zerk's probably still mining a little bit at his main base. Yes, he is, so... oh my, that is swarming definitely right over here. Oh my goodness. Did Largo actually... I mean, I'm surprised by this. Both players have had, like, really good engagements, and then they kind of traded off, and then not so great engagements. Now, what is upgrades? I can't tell what his melee upgrades are. I think they're 3-2. That lone eBay just in the mix over here. Ow. Yeah, wow. This has been anything but a passive game. Okay, dude, you're actually spamming the slash announce stuff. I'm in the middle of a cast, man. I'm doing the finals. Even though I'm about like 4 or 5 days late for him, but still, I'm getting him done. Get her done. And to be fair, my computer was dead for about 5 hours today, and I spent $100 to get a new hard drive, man. I have a terabyte of hard drive space now. I don't know why these are stacked. Like, what's the point in having... Can you phase through all these? And does it even matter? Like, I feel like just instead of glitching, you're just better off just like walking in the distance. Alright, anyway, nice Dark Swarm going down as well, but there aren't enough lurkers there. I mean, he doesn't have like enough stuff right now. Yeah, I think he has like 2k. He only has 3k bank right now. Oh, he's doing ready for a drop. Okay. 3 overlords full of like mass Ling and Ultra and Hydra. Looks like Zerk's gonna want to take an expansion up here at the 12 as well. So, man, how many tanks is that? That's like a lot of tanks. That is 12 tanks. That is a full control group on the map, just dedicated to tanks. Wow. That's dedication right there. Man, what is going on? Alright, well, this is the reason why Hydra aren't really good against Marines, but this is why Ling Ultra is good against Marines. Especially 5-3 Ultras. Oh, that was the most baller Stasis Field. I mean, sorry, most baller Plague I've seen in a while. The only thing is there's no Hydra to kill them all off. That's the problem. Alright, we have a drop happening over here, being very successful actually. And these spider mines actually aren't really doing too much right now either, so this is really, really annoying. Yeah, that base is... Okay, literally speaking, man, stop with like the winkies sticking out your tongue smiley face, man. I get the point. I think everyone on iCup has the idea, but the problem though is like... Actually, I don't even know the majority. I don't know the majority race or the majority country that actually plays on this. Like IPs that are from a certain country. I have no idea. And I love how we just have like subtle music right now. It's oh my god, that was such a great plague, but does it even matter? This whole army's so weak. Yeah. Oh, That one Hydra got like 3 sides worth of kills. Like, that's what I'm saying. You don't need like 17 Hydra to deal with. You don't need a control group of Hydra. You need like 4 to like kill off like plagued Science Vessels. Or Scourge. Scourge of that, but Scourge tends to be a little bit harder to pull off, especially with the amount of bio that's on the field. That base is coming up right now. Just put down, actually. Nothing after 6 o'clock, though, I don't think. Nope. Still a mineral patch there. Yeah, man, what is with this crappy... I was like, this is the most epic music ever, and now we have, like, some subtle music when we're having, like, engages. Like, this is when the ultra battle music should be coming in right now. But anyway, nice Pike coming in again right here, and it looks like... Kind of hard to tell with all the Dark Swarms and everything, but it appears that... Yeah... I feel like that was like a toe at the Zerg army that just stubbed itself. And Terran is like a wall, and they just stubbed their toe, and then and just kind of laid in their place right there. But that's like a nice line of Dark Swarms though. And this is what you need to happen. This is how you beat. But that is still a ton of tanks. He killed off another Science Vessel. I mean, I'm supposed to get the co-caster in here, but, I have a notification on Skype, but I don't want to check on it right now. Oh, that poor Marine. And this is like game 1, man. Like, we've had some really insane macro games in this finals right now. I mean, I don't actually know how this finals ends, but even if Reps 5-0'd LRM, like, I still wouldn't care. This has actually been like a blast casting this, actually. Alright, so we have more tanks and fire bats and marines and medics and stuff coming over. And ow. And that's like a lot of stuff. But again, that's really Hydra-centric right there. He didn't morph them into lurkers yet. And that's actually gonna put a hurt on this really, really bad. Oh, see. Oh, man. And this sounds a little better music right now. Nice Hydra Micro. Yeah, this is intense music right here. Forget what Pokemon game this is actually from, but still. It's mined out the 4th, the 3rd, or almost the 3rd is mined out. He's really relying on this last base right here. So he has like about 1.6k banked and about 500 gas. So it's definitely going to be a lot of Ling heavy stuff. And with the amount of tanks, if they're not caught out of position rather, Zerg really can't really engage that well, even with the amount of links you have. I mean, that's like at least a control group, if not more, of tanks. About 11 tanks, yeah. And again, it comes down to, you know what this is? It's the Ruby Sapphire Emerald remix. Oh my goodness, Babbo. Shut up. But like I said, like that's what happens when you have links against this unit comp. With this base tablet mining, that's a lot of drones. But, like I said, like, it's really gonna mainly, you might have like 1 or 2 ultras in the mix, but these are gonna die instantaneously. Look how fast those things die. And they have 6 armor. 6 armor, guys. Well, if you want an insane macro Protoss versus Zerg, you got it. Alright, it appears, oh. Alright, these tanks are going to be finishing off this extractor over here as well. Oh, that was... And I got 4 Marines, but Pike always looks epic on screen. Alright, so... Oh, man. Ow. 10 SCVs were killed. That's definitely gonna put a hurt on the economy, but it's 44 to 40 harvesters in Pike's favor, but does it even matter? I mean, like, you have like one base, which like is like fully optimized by like 24, I think. So like, or less. I don't even know. That may be StarCraft 2 number. Like, this is also what I'm talking about, like how they just clump up and not do anything. I don't know. Does Largo know about this base over here? Alright, so it's killing off the main base of... Like, this is actually pretty big, because that hive is done. Yeah, he must know about this base. Yeah, he knows about that, with the creep and everything. Yeah, well, his main base is done. I mean, that's for certain. 6 drones were killed. It's a lot of dead, like, worm things. Like, I would be scared, like, shit. Oh, that was a nice plague. Except there's nothing to kill them. So yeah, I'd be scared shitless of, like, walking to a building that, like, has, like, tentacles and, like, moving parts to it. Like, things that are, like, vibrating. It's like a living building. That's, like, 5 times the size of me. I would not want to go anything near that thing, to be completely honest. Or hydras that are, like, 7 feet tall. And they look like that in the portrait, but you can't see it because the new overlay doesn't show the portrait, but still. Like, those things are scary, man. Especially, like, that beginning cinematic from Brood War when you launch it the first time. That's scary shit. But, yeah, I think Largo's gonna take this now. Oh my god. GG by Pike. So Largo will win. Like I said, I don't really care if Rep's 5-0s, but LRM, man, the Pike, man, you put up a fantastic fight, and I'm gonna give you applause right now, man. Good job. It's nearly midnight here. It's not as bad as 3 a.m. last night, but see if I can get my co-caster in here. I'll continue to cast till my brother gets home, and that pretty much concludes this this VOD. I'm not even gonna try to talk about that game because it's good. It was a good game. It was a good game. That's all I can talk about. It was a fantastic game. Guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like our videos. Please thumbs up if you like our videos, and please comment of how I can improve, how I'm doing good, how are you doing, and stuff like that. And I'll try to comment back. Guys, thanks for watching again, and peace.